Let's get this insanity started, shall we? Hello guys, One here, and welcome back, Raptor Pack. Hello my little hivelings, how are you gorgeous people doing today? My head hurts. I'm so tired. Oh grief. But yeah, how are you beautiful people doing? I am exhausted. Very, very exhausted. Hold on, I'm fixing a bunch of crap. Let's see, where's this one at? It is this one. I think it is! Gabblesall! As you guys can see, I finally fixed the VTuber model. Yay! Small victories. I say in pure exhaustion. I did not sleep well yesterday. I did not at all sleep well last night. Hello? I see Dudsy! Alligator! My precious boy! Oh, my precious, precious alligator. I need to get a picture of a plushie of my alligator. I actually have a plushie for alligator. It is like one of the hardest things to find. Like, I think I might have a total of 2 plushie for alligators. Hello? What the? Okay, I was like, oh god, well, why do I hear a notification? Hey, Light Dragon Lord, oh my gosh, it's been forever and a day since I've seen you, man. How you been? What you been up to? Alright, I think I can delete that one. Yes, I'm sure. Aha! I fixed it! Sorta. Been doing good? I'm happy to hear that. I am absolutely exhausted. I am... oh, actually, so, good news from today, despite the fact that I slept until like 1 p.m. Buddies, pals, friendos, I am exhausted. It probably doesn't help the fact that I streamed over 7 hours yesterday playing Phasmophobia with Zombie. Ugh. I'm so tired. Hold on, I need to move my pudding. I need to move my flan. I could go for some real flan though. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so as you can see, I fixed my VTuber model. Huzzah, huzzah. I have finally figured out how to be able to use my drawing tablet, my whack'em, wake'em, smack'em. Finally figured out how to switch between that and being able to still use my camera. So instead of unplugging my camera, I unplug my mouse. So if I'm doing a game, which today I'm not doing a game, I am doing art because I am too tired to do a game. I am not taking on the next 2 bosses for Dave the Diver until I have the reaction time of a normal human being instead of roadkill. Ah! What I tell you, I'm tired. I'm tired. But anyway, so good news for today, despite the fact that I slept till 1 o'clock. Yeah, I'm still fucking tired. I have gotten the paperback version of my book uploaded, finally, to Amazon, and I need to figure out the keywords, which is going to be a make or break for this particular step. But I can now order author copies of the paperback. I will be ordering author copies of the paperback, and then I'll be ordering copies of the hardcover from Amazon. And then after that's all done and dusted, I'll be doing the same for Ingram Spark, which is going to be case laminate. Both of them are going to be hardcover from Ingram. But Ingram Spark actually offers the book with a dust jacket. So, you know, the super fancy books, like super fancy, that I've got to go through Ingram Spark because for some unpossessable reason, Amazon doesn't have dust jackets. They've got laminate hardcover and paperback, and ebook, and audiobook. I will be trying to fund the audiobook through the Kickstarter, which exclamation mark Kickstarter if you want to check that out. Derp derp derp. Hey. So, I'm slowly, emphasis on the term slowly. As much as I hate it, I may end up having to shorten the Kickstarter to like either 40 or 30 days, just because of how much stuff I need to get done. That I didn't realize I needed to get done. Or, by the way, thank you both, like Dragon Lord and Icarus for the biddies. There's a lot of stuff I didn't realize needed to be done. That very much needs to be done. Oh, yeah. Kickstarter will still happen, it's just gonna be a lot shorter of a time period. I am terrified, absolutely terrified of the Kickstarter. I don't want what happened last time to happen again. And for Alligator, will you get out from behind there? Hold up, I gotta fix that. Alright, where's the little avatar thing? Slowly fixing everything again. There. None of you Pokemons are allowed to hide behind there now. Although that would be kind of funny. I'm halfway tempted to put that back. Anyway. Herpaderp merp. I'm tired. Also, do I have the echo again today? Is my sound okay? Do I have an echo? If so, I need to fix that. But yeah, so at least at the very least, I've got book stuff going. I haven't made any progress on the Kickstarter, but I'm doing research, so hopefully that counts for something. But yeah, so today I'm going to be working on art. It's going to be the next animation. I have finished this month's animation. It is currently up on YouTube. It is not public yet. I might run a poll later asking you guys whether or not you want to watch said video. Yeah. You can tell I didn't write anything down this time. But, let's see. So yeah, I gotta order copies, which is that's gonna cost a pretty penny. It's not gonna be as bad as some of the stuff I've had to buy, but I don't see it being cheap. Let's see. And then I've got I gotta fight with the copyright office. Yay! Huzzah! Yeah. Oh, also, for those who don't know, Stream Raiders has officially closed down. I know some folk here played the game, but it is officially done and dusted. Unfortunately, so even if I wanted to play it again, it's gone. It's vamoosed. Speaking of, I need to delete that. Derp a derp. Hey. Alrighty, so I will probably be hobbling back and forth. My gullet has decided it wants to revolt today, on top of everything else. If I take frequent breaks, there's a reason I'm taking frequent breaks. I'm gonna leave that there. Let's see. Hey, so I am gonna look. Oh god, I normally talk a lot longer than this. It feels like I've been talking for an hour. I'm sorry I keep harping on about me being exhausted, but good lord almighty. I am, not doing too good. Not doing too good. Why am I putting getting bigger? A fluke. Anyway. So. Let's see. What all do I need to fix on this? I'm gonna be fixing bits and pieces of the stream as we go. Because there's so much I've gotta fix. So much I gotta fix. Ugh. So yeah, also, Light Dragon Lord says, I know it's been a while since you've been here. Reason I say, oh man, there's so much stuff I gotta fix is all my equipment for stream went down. Was it last week? I think it was last week. Yeah, was it last week that I had the 13-hour migraine? Yeah, I think it was last week that I had the 13-hour. Yeah, so all of my equipment, just everything broke. Everything. So I'm slowly having to fix things as I go. Speaking of... Well, oh, by the way, what did you guys think of the little music playing graphic thing that I had going on the start stream? Or start scene? Let me know in chat. As I hobble on over. Dude, dadgummit, it's broke over here too. Hold on. There I am. Good. You know what? I'm gonna scooch my little old self down a bit. Move my pudding. Move my pudding. Ow. There. Heck. Freaking. Come on. Yeah. Just doing the electric slide over here. Oh, there we go. My tiny graphic. Biachi, I think was the name of that person. I think. Eventually. Yeah. But yeah, so like I said, I need to do a poll, actually. The music. You are probably not wrong there, Gurkane, but I'm going to drink coffee instead. Because I still have this coffee. But we want to listen to what's on the VLC player. Spirit City, which is lo-fi. Or... Let's do Banjo, Dave. Okay. I've currently got the thingy. Let's do, you know, let's just do 2 minutes. Boop. Oh, I have got to fix that. Alright, guys, there's a poll at the top of the stream. Derp derp. Boop. I very much need to fix that. There's I mentioned it yesterday, but I got a streamer bot pack from Nutty, who I was using to try and learn how to, you know, do stuff in streamer bot. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, this is really neat. And he said everything was disabled when you gotta go in and enable it. As you can see, that is not the case. There's clearly stuff that is active, and I haven't been able to go through everything to figure out what's where. So I will be doing that after MomoCon. Speaking of, oh shit, MomoCon next week. I'm not ready. Oh, MomoCon starts next Wednesday. I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. Oh, God. Weep. Damn it. Bless. Anywho. Derp. Hey, so I'll run another poll later. Probably in an hour or so. And looks like DLC is gonna win. But like I said, I'll run an hour or so, and we will see where things are at. All right, VLC. We'll start. Oh, that's nice. That's actually nice. Okay, Nutty. That's awesome. The fact that it actually posts the it actually posts the results. That's awesome. Now I don't have to go digging for them anymore. And since it posts on YouTube, that gets posted in Twitch chat technically, because I just noticed that the announcements, whenever they're posted in chat, they don't actually post in the thing up there. So that's cool. Slowly discovering new things. Huzzah, hazoo, huzzay. Yeah. Alright. So, let me grab the VLC player. I say as Steam makes itself known. Oh, the Creature Collector Fest is going on. Until the 19th, looks like. Oh, there's a little frog collecting game. That looks so cute. I have it. Oh, okay, no, that's a different one. Huh. Boop. All right. Oh, God, that's bright now. Let's see. I don't want to start with a Hat in Time this round. Let's start here. Crap, my ear's still messed up. Damn it. Excuse me. Alrighty, let me move stuff around. Thankfully, I still have that Bluetooth mouse. So I can still have a mouse. Oh, grief. Alright, so get that. Let me grab my video game items from their spot in the folder. Might as well post them, because some of them I'm gonna have, well, everything I'm gonna have to redraw. But at the very least I can have an in-program reference. Where art thou? There art thou. See, can I do this? That's a negatory. Okay, so let's do that, delete that. That's actually really good. Delete that. Ooh. Can I just open all of these images? That's a no. Man, that would have been easy. I could have done that. Okay, so for games, we've got Spiritfarer. This is Daffodil. There's Daffodil. I'm gonna put in 2 things for Dave the Diver. Because I don't know which one I like better. And one of them I'm just gonna have to... It's pixelated, so it's gonna be fuzzy. And we've got... This is one of those I'm definitely gonna have to redraw. Because it's a Halo ring. Specifically, that's Zeta Halo, which is the one from Halo Infinite. And then I've got multiple choices for Banjo-Kazooie. We have the Jiggy with eyeballs. Are those the same size? Good. Golly, Miss Molly. Oop. Yep. With that, not, whoops. Second. So there's another Jiggy, which is a pixel one. Where'd it go? Oh, that's what happened. Derp. I think, guaranteed gonna be doing a Jiggy to represent Banjo-Kazooie, but... Okay, are these really the same? Okay, yeah, they are the same thing. Okay, good to know. That actually means I can delete one. Boop. Okay. That's everything for video game, and then I need activities. But I can just grab normal reference, well, quote-unquote normal references. Alright, create video timeline. There we go. Alright, let's see, where did it put? Right, okay, it did not. Create new layer. Yes. Call it frame 1. There we go. Looking around to make sure I can see chat. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, yes, I will say yesterday was pretty fun. Sorry I didn't interact much with chat. I kept looking for messages. I think everything got drowned out by zombies chat. Oh, it was beautiful. But anywho. So, something I've been thinking about for, next month is essentially doing more streams, but more book-focused streams. So basically doing like a bunch of, like write-ins, because while the book is done. The book is done. I'm just in the process of uploading the files everywhere they need to be now. I like the angle of this one, so I'm gonna put you here. Trying to keep this to as few things as possible. Okay, is that gonna grab the eye? It does grab the eye. Okay. Whoa! Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, there we go. Gotta edit this so that I can get a nice clear picture of it. Like gas. This is something I had to do with another picture that I was trying to get a hold of. It was being very difficult. 100% hardness. Alright, let's bump that up. Here we go. Still counts. Basically just trying to make it easier so I can get a better idea of what I'm dealing with. Damn. I gotta scooch that even further. Let's bump that up a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, like I said, I'm thinking of doing that. Just doing a bunch of write-ins to kind of drum up more attention for the book. Because I really want this to succeed. I really do. And I am absolutely terrified of it not succeeding. Basically, I'm terrified that this is going to be a repeat of the plushie. For anyone that was here for that. It's been a hot minute since I did that. Which means I also still have the only two Chibi Harley plushies in existence. Hey, at least I have those. I have memories of it, at the very least. Which reminds me, I need to start changing my vocabulary. I need to have more positivity. So says my mother-in-law, and to be entirely honest, she's 100% right. I do. And I need to stop being so negative about myself. Alright, so definitely 100% gonna be doing Jiggy for the Banjo-Kazooie representation. Because, I mean, that's the main thing from BK. So, Banjo-Kazooie's done. I'm gonna do Daffodil for Spirit Fair. I was thinking of doing the hat, but I couldn't get a good picture of the hat, so I'm gonna do Daffodil. Or I may try to find the hat again. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can find Stella. Alibaba has been parted, leave Scheherazade had 1,000 tales. Ask you when luck goes up your sleeve, you gotta brand the magic never fails. Power in your honor now, have ammunition in your can. Yeah, I've gotta fight the... Now that I'm back on the browser, I've gotta fight the copyright office because it is being a pain in the ass. Specifically, the website is being a pain in the ass. And while I do have copyright, I want to get a more official one, so that if I have to deal with court bullshit, I can deal with court bullshit. Do I think I'm gonna have to deal with it? No! I pray I don't. Is it a possibility? Unfortunately, yes. Disney. Oh yeah, and did anyone hear what happened with Bungie recently? Bungie got their asses in trouble again. Because they, in their newest game called Marathon, which is an extraction shooter, turns out 90% of the art in the game was lifted from an artist, and said artist was not credited at all. Oh yeah, that was a thing. Can I get a nice... Yes, I can get a nice clean outline. Let's go. Sorry, Dave, I gotta hide you for a couple seconds. Never had a friend. Never had a friend. Let's see. So yeah, all of her outline is now... But hey, I have a picture of Stella. There we go. Those two are now together. Let's see, this one's just Halo. Debating whether or not to do that or an energy sword. Let me look up an energy sword. I might be able to get... Energy sword. Oh, that is some nice, crisp, clean PNGs. Hello. We'll say the energy sword is very iconic now with Halo. So I might do that as well. Ah, damn. Look at that. Unfortunately... Ah, dang it. I'm gonna have to deal with it like that. Yeah, because the glow is what's causing that. I'll move that there. I'll move this down here. Importance. Alright, merge those together. Right now it's just me getting all of my references together, to be honest. And then let me get a hold of these. Dave being precious. Here's the doll decoy. I've used it once, I think, the whole time I've played this game. Whole time I've played Dave the Diver. So I don't know what that says about me. But here we are. Oh, bless. Alright, I'm actually gonna turn my music in my headphones down because my ears are starting to hurt. Which means there's gonna be a migraine soon. Oh boy. It is what it is at this rate. Alright, so that's all that. Activities. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna find references. Yeah. Oh, thank goodness. I need to reduce the amount of light going into my eyes. Let's see. I've got... Got myself a little old book. Not open access, and open block. Yeesh. Let's see. Need something that's gonna be easy. You know, I could do a pile of books. Again, I'm gonna be redrawing practically all of this, so... Oh. So. We got books. Let's do a quill to go along with that. Here we go. That's an actual quill. And ink. I'll decrease that just a smidge more. A tiny bit of reducing the size of that shenaniganery. Probably do the same here. Because I just need the reference. So that's writing. What else do I got? I've got... Oh, writing, reading. I think that's crochet and drawing. I am actually gonna have to go and look at my list. But let's do... tablet pen. Yes, I realize I've got one in my hand, but I can't constantly be looking at it. Oh, that's not bad. I don't have a Huey on. I gotta whack 'em. Wake 'em. Whatever the hell, how it's pronounced. That's not a bad graphic. Again, as I keep saying, I'm going to be redrawing these. You already got the food references, got the drink references. Now I have the game references, and then I need 1, 2, crochet. That's a needle. Uh-oh, that's Mom. Hold on. Be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. Mom called. And, yeah, I had to make sure everything was okay. Thankfully, everything is okay. So one panic attack later, we're good. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. God bless a bear. But yeah, I had to answer some questions about Momocon and then about the husbando's car, which we got it fixed today. The car has been fixed. Huh. My aching head. Alright, so found a crochet reference, which I was actually kind of surprised by. Where is my pink book? I have a pink moleskin book that's got a little elastic cover on it. I absolutely adore this thing. It's my everything book, so if I have something I need to write down, it's in there. Drawing, writing. Okay, so yeah, it was reading. Derp derp. But I've also got this little book that I picked up at my sister's college. Had this little art Ren-ish fair thing. And so I picked up actually a set, this little stationery set that had all of the like lunar stuff on it. Kind of like the moon phases and stuff like that. Oh, I'll use this as a posing reference. There we go. Oop. There we go. Ah, God! Blind! Ah! Please tell me there's a dark mode somewhere. Dadgummit. VLC player, you need a dark mode, please. Anywho, how are you guys doing? Alright, let's see. Part of me is my model breaks. I'm drinking the rest of my tea. I didn't finish it this morning. Actually, I'm starting to wonder if the reason my head hurts right now is due to, starting to wonder if it's due to not eating as much as I should have today. It's very possible. Horrendously possible. Alright, so I'm just gonna clean this up so that, oh my gosh, no wonder that thinks it's part of it. I can barely see. And I can squint at this dumb. Oh, blood hangs it did take out part of it. Fuck it. I'll go grab a crochet hook when I get to this part. But anyway. Anywho. Alright, so I think that's all of the references I'm gonna need. Plus. So I got my food, I got drinks, I got my activities, I got my games, and basically what this animation meme is just... Whoopsie. Whoops. It's basically just, me... It's gonna be my character again. I guess my self-insert, question mark? The person that's gonna be representing me in my animations. Which, the new animation. I'm actually kind of happy with how it turned out, at least in some spots. I couldn't have the slide in and out thing. I think that was an After Effects thing. And I don't have the brain power to learn that part of Blender yet. It's gonna take more practice. But anyway, you know what? Let me just grab that particular meme real quick. Because why not? Silence. Let's see, OC arrival. Okay, that's right, I gotta go over here, go to watch later list. Because the way I do the memes, so I have like the direct links to the thingamabobber. I just put them in my watch later list and I have them at the very, very top. So this animation meme is done by Shortcake. At least the one where I'm taking all my inspiration from is done by Shortcake. Let me hit pause. Where'd my OBS go? There you are. Please let. Okay, actually, before I turn that on, let's do that. All right, there we go. Okay, we're good. Okay, so this is the XD meme that I will be working on. Okay, so it's unmuted. Should be anyway. Or not. Hold on a tick. YouTube, why are you like this? Please. Unmute site. Reef. Rebus. Do that should fix it. But anyway, like I said, this animation is done by Shortcake. And this is where I'm taking the ideas from. Shortcake basically did this kind of as a birthday present to herself, from what I understand. And since June, my birthday is in June, and I'm actually going to be here for all of June this time. Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Boop. I have so much stuff in my watch later list. But that's pretty much the gist of it. Let's see. Gotta find OBS again. I have many windows open. You should, but I have many windows open. Come here. Thank you. Dang. We got ads in about 3 minutes. Huzzah. I'm sorry. Ah, bless. But yeah, basically, since it is my birthday month, I'm like, you know what? And also, thanks to my husband, let's be honest. I'm doing this meme. But yeah, and like I said, this month's animation is done. If you guys want me to show it, I will eventually. I need to turn that off. There we go. Hold on. Clearing eyes of exhaustion once more. Derp, 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 derp. Let's see. And I'm gonna skip to the next song. Okay, you guys can hear everything, right? There we go. Oh yeah. So basically that is what I plan on animating now. Let me grab my oh good lord. Ah! Too many windows! Why did all of those open? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? I think 8 just opened. I opened Sticky Note. Why? Why, Sticky Note, you gotta do this to me? Dadgummit. Alright, I gotta find my animation Sticky Note. Where'd it go? That's Twitch. I don't need Twitch. That's the newsletter. I also didn't need the newsletter right now. That's definitely not it. That's book. That's my business to do. Oh my gosh, I forgot I gotta do this. Let's see. Cross that out because that's done. I gotta rewrite wishful thinking. That's the horror novel. Which is takes place in the afterlife for the universe. And it is essentially the equivalent of hell. But it's not quite hell. If that makes sense. Out of all those, the only sticky note that didn't open was the one I actually need. Egg gum it. Okay. Did I find it? I found it. About time. Okay. And adds in, like... I really need to figure out how that coding is done because I have no idea how announcements are done on Twitch. I also need to start feeding that through Grekanebot instead of my channel. Grief. Jeez, I've had affiliate for over 5 years. Criminy. Wait, what? Oh, wait, that's 5.5 year. Uh-oh. I might need to bug my sister for a commission again. At least for more skull gems. Ads are running. See you guys on the other side. There it goes. Alright, yep, time for me to get to animating. Alright, what am I gonna even animate first? You know what? Let's start with... Alright, don't need that one. I am gonna need this one. Please let me... Okay. Go me. Alright, let's do... Window, arrange... Ooh. There we go. Okay, so what do I need? Title, credits, with author doing something. Oh. I need to open up another animation. One moment. This is turning into something a lot more complicated than I originally planned. There was an idea animation that I saw from Unknown Spy. I am halfway tempted to do Toby dancing, but for my character. But no, I want something a bit more simple. That looks like it'd be simple enough. So, file, let me check open recent to see what I'm getting rid of. Open. Please open. Egg, freaking, damn it. With this one. No, it broke! Let's try this again. Pardon me, losing my mind. See if this works. Does not work. Fabulous. Welcome back. Okay, what can open WebP files? Yep, that won't open. That will not open in Photoshop either. So I'm just gonna have to have that on the side doing its little thing. Damn. Oh well, I tried. I think that'll be a relatively easy thing to animate. I say that knowing how my animations tend to go. Alright, so let's do... And I can also use this, reuse this particular animation later as well. Why is that on the mixer brush? This, we'll select that, my sketch. Who here remembers The Monkey by Johnny Bravo? Do the monkey with me, come on! That. Anyone remember that dance? Also Brady me as my model, also continue to speak. Do this. Also gonna do this. Boop. Boop. And then I'm going to adjust that because my eyes hurt. There we go. I can work with that. Now to figure out the hip sway. Probably... basically shifting so that way I know which one's which. This is gonna be a lot more complicated. Hey Brian, what's up? How you doing? What you been up to? Part of me is I'm a tad bit exhausted, like more than normal exhausted. Also, I need to pull down the background noise audio thingamabobber. Wait a minute. Do I have echo again? Okay, no. Just making sure. Excuse me. Okay. Maybe I should find the Johnny Bravo dance. Hmm. Actually, what I'm gonna do is this. Wrong layer! And I'm gonna do the same with this layer. And essentially just use that as a way to redraw everything. And this is going to require a buttload of in-betweens. I should probably actually look at that too. So we'll have a tilt that way, and then for this one, have a tilt of the head that way. Low bone. Ooh! Goodness! Not gonna lie, that's kind of terrifying. Any way to increase it?
Hey, you interrupt your mom.
Yes, Crocodile.
Hard layer?
Hard layer.
Yes, I hit the right one.
It is now.
Okay, I'll let you handle it.
Thanks for that. Alright, so let's do this. That also means this right here does a downward hip sway. And then this one, this is a downward hip sway. Oh no, bro, I got another bot over on one of the other channels. Bless a bear. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Oh, that actually reminds me. Hold on. I want to test something out on StreamerBot. Good grief, this thing needs a dark mode! Ugh. Grief. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to do this. Reckoning, say it. Whoops, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, I gotta make sure I'm in the right window or this is not gonna work. Okay. 1200 milligrams calcium. Okay. I'm trying to think of any foods that have like really good calcium. For some reason, broccoli comes to mind. I know most people say milk, but that's mostly for vitamin D, as we find out. But 1200 milligrams of calcium. Damn. Well, I hope it works for you. Alright, I gotta be silent for a couple seconds in order for this to work. Reckoning, save file. Aww. Maybe I wasn't quiet for long enough? Darn. I'll fix it eventually. Alright, I'll get back to it. You know what? Let's actually do this so that I can see the motion I'm talking about or thinking about. Reckoning, save file. Oh, Damn it, I did a natural reflex. Never mind, now I can't see if it works. Alright, let me look at actions. See. Okay, that is set up correctly. I just gotta figure out why it's not working. Okay, so standard position. Probably should start making frames instead of just layers. Not yet. Not yet. Let's get the key poses down first. And the eye placement. Those ears. Terrible ear. Hold on. There we go. I'm actually doing this on the correct layer, even though it doesn't look like I am. So let's get the head tilt. Basically, I'm going to go over this. And then once I get these details on this one. Yeah, normally I would just, you know, duplicate layer, but I want to try something. Build. I'm gonna have to fix the neck later. Let's see here. And these are key poses or keyframes. So they're going to be the main thing I want to happen, essentially. Let's finish. Let's build out the body real quick. This is gonna look stiff, I know. Means this whole thing needs to tilt as well. Actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and get this right here drawn out. And whoop! Here we are. And so it'll be off center. And then hide that and build this next one from here. Did I draw that other one? Yeah. This one. Okay. We'll do this right here. So we need to fix that. We'll do this one first. And this one up here needs to be high. I need to do this to make that a bit more obvious. We've got the head tilt this way. Scoot that down a little bit. And then whole body here. It's to lower here. So, taking those out. Pretty nice if I draw the body the same. But it gets it across. And it's a lot more dynamic, at the very least. So let's do frame 1 and essentially go ahead and redo this. Might loosen it up a little bit, but we'll be fixing it as we go. Since I can actually see it on this background, use this to fix things. At the very least, I've got the poses. Tiny bit rounder. Oh yeah, I was watching a video, I think it was Wednesday, and it was on how to draw, like, Naderix. She's got some really, really unique art that I really, really like. And so I'm like, hey, I would love to kind of add that to my style. Because, again, it's like, she has just amazing art. Like, oh my gosh. And learned a lot of interesting things. Oh, gosh, excuse me. Okay, so that's right about here. Again, I'm fixing as I go. I'm actually gonna draw the body first, and then the arms. Because since I have the poses, I can kind of do a little bit of what I did for the, not the boys animation, which boys, I will admit, again, I'm kind of proud of how smooth part of it is. Another part of it, I was like, okay, I know this is kind of choppy, I could definitely draw some more frames, but I'm terrified I'm not going to get this done in time, and I'm kind of done with this animation in general. But you'll see what I'm talking about once it, well, if I play it today. We'll go if I play it today. Speaking of, let me grab that in the... Oh, wait, no, I don't have to do the browser. Hold on. I can actually just play it from, Oh god, my head hurts. Hold on. I'm gonna drink, finish off my coffee, or at least try to. I can actually just play the frickin' video on... There you are. I can actually just play it in the player. Not the VLC, I've got, just a general media player. So, not mini player. Though, that's pulled up for if I want to show it. And actually, I worked really hard on the background too. The background for it moves. I think that's the main reason I'm like, I'm fucking done with this. Because of the moving background. Because I don't have the luxury of After Effects, because fuck Adobe on that. I'm very fully aware I'm using Photoshop, but it's CS6, which is the version before the bullshit subscription service. I will eventually be learning others. I think I have Greta. Regardless, I'm gonna be learning others eventually. I need to get rid of GIMP, but... Anywho. Oh, gosh. Pardon me, guys. I gotta close my eyes for just a couple moments. Just a couple moments. I find it kind of funny. I slept until about 9 o'clock. I went to bed after 1 because that's when I finished talking with Zombie and Zograd. And then after they skedoodled, I'm like, okay, let me get some programs closed down and get things pulled up. And go from there. And I was having issues with Amazon last night because of the book. I couldn't get anything to upload. And then today I got it to upload. Ugh. I don't know why it took so freaking long, but it did. Every pain in the ass. Which, speaking of, speaking of pain in the ass, you know what? I'm gonna take my hair down real quick. I have it in a... Whoop. I have a hairpin in because it is really, really hot and I was overheating. Basically put a chopstick in my butt, in a bun, kind of thing. There's no way I've been doing this for more than like an hour. Yeah, I thought so. Well, I'm glad I chose art today. What was I talking about? Yeah, I just bear with me. I need to keep my eyes closed for a bit to try and avoid a headache. Specifically a migraine. The caffeine is supposed to help with migraines, but I get a feeling this coffee might not be enough. And I can't afford to drink too much. Anyway, yeah, I was fighting with Amazon this morning as well. Which I've got to get the ebook and the hardback uploaded sometime today, so that way I can report. That way I can report back to my book cover artist, who's also the formatter, and figure out what's going on there. Listen, dear. I heard that. Thanks there, Kofi Butt. I thought it was a person. Hey, Cole, what's up? Oh, okay, that's it. That does it. Hold on. I need to cover this screen with something dark. Ah, oh, my eyes. Oh, my eyes. Holy sugar tits. I can't contribute to that, OBS. It's my challenge. But hey, you guys are over 50% of the way there. You got 2? No. How many streams do I have left this month? You have 4 streams, not counting today. Oh goodness, that's a 10 stream streak. Holy cow. How you doing, Cole? You know what? Let's find it. See if I can find a darker image to put over there. Darker image would be great right about now. Let's yank you over here. There we go. It's a little better. Derp derp merp. Hold on. Bear with me. Trying to think of what else. This is gonna be a rough weekend. I got writers group tomorrow. I gotta go get my sister Tea Leaf. And I got stream. And we've gotta stuff her giant colossanana. I still kind of want to go to Giants. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of still want to go to Giants. Are you doing good? How have you been doing? I am exhausted beyond belief. Streamed what? 7 hours yesterday? 7 plus? Somewhere along those lines?
Well, you were definitely going when I went to bed, and that was 11:30.
Yeah, I streamed too long yesterday. I streamed way too long. I was not mentally prepared. 7 hours and 17 minutes. Oh. Lord have mercy. Yeah, no, my brain was not ready for that. And then I tried to sleep, slept till 9, got woken up by the cat, the husband, and then my alarm. And then proceeded to go the fuck back to sleep. In which not only did Puff decide I needed to be awake, Amaretto decided she was going to rip the covers off of my shoulder, which she succeeded, by the way. She succeeded in doing that this morning. And I'm like, cat, why? Let me sleep. And then proceeded to attempt to sleep more, and then woke up again at like 12:30, 1 o'clock. I don't even remember which. And I'm like, okay, I gotta get up. I need to drink water. I need to eat something. It might very well, this headache may very well just be food related. It might be food related because I have had half a bowl of stir fried. Okay, it might actually be food.
Okay, would you like me to go pick up?
That's probably not a bad idea. Taco Bell will probably be quickest. I don't even have the brain power to make a decision on Taco Bell. Like what to eat. You know what? My normal stuff. The normal stuff I normally get from Taco Bell. Let's go with that. But yeah, Cole, I am I am absolutely 100% exhausted from yesterday. I'm hanging in there though. Speaking of hanging in there, I'm gonna check something real quick and probably make a big mistake. I'm gonna do another poll. Goodness, excuse me. So this is gonna be quick, just simple to, let's do 10 minutes because why the fuck not? So we'll do show the newest animation. It's done. 10 minutes. Have at it, you beautiful. Why am I? Where's all my stuff go? What the hecky? VTuber Studio. Why? Give me back my water. Give me back my flan. I kind of want flan. Good grief, I don't even know what the shortcut is that I hit to essentially reset everything.
Be back in a little bit.
Please be safe and be careful.
You too.
I love you.
Love you too.
Oh, I may have to take my headphones off. Ooh. My ears hurt. So yeah, there's a poll. You guys have 9 minutes to looks at it. While I continue animating. Let's see. That is... The booba is not big enough, and the waist is a tad bit too small. And the booba. And there's my body. Alright, let's get the torso done. I'm actually gonna do this instead of what I normally do. What I have been doing for this particular one. Again, I'm going to get bigger the shoulder. And then... Hold on a minute, I gotta close my eyes again. Alright, I need to get a dark screen over there again. There we go. I can actually see. Ah, okay, I see what I did. No, I don't. I don't see at all what I did. Damn Alright, let me reposition. Less bare. Get the leggy done. Oh yeah, I need to email the creator of Elmo the Pig and check in on him. I haven't heard from him in a while. Let me just see how he's doing. Just realized this is a full body animation. What am I doing? Well, at the very least, I have tried to make this as uncomplicated as possible. And now things actually need to be closer together. I think my proportions might be off. Hold on a tick. Duplicate layer. I think it is. I explain why this seems so odd. Yep, my proportions are off. Badly off. Damn it, cricket. Alright, let's kick out of that real quick. No. Yeah, my proportions are... No wonder it doesn't look right. Good golly, Miss Molly. Hey. Move that down there. Put that there. Sheesh. I am disappointed in myself. But then again... Alright, so that's there. Dadgummit. I have been drawing on the frame. I have been drawing on the frame this entire time. Derp a frickin' McDerp. Well, fix it as I go. Fix it as I go. New layer. And the arms. Yeah, the head actually needs to be bigger. Or the body just needs to be smaller. The shoulders are actually right. Upper part of the body is also right. F. Less up here. Wait, Cole, those little stick people. Who was that from? Okay, not who I thought it was from. I thought that might be the animator guy. The, animator versus animation dude. So, yeah, the head is wrong. Alright, let me get my proportions real quick. Right about there, I think. I got the bottom part of it, the rest of it will just kind of fall in line. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you have a model sheet. Which, for the most part, I have one. I just need to get better at using it. Yeah, I need to make the head bigger. We'll start there. Not even dealing with the neck, just the head. At least trying to. Let's do this. Are those little Cthulhu? Are those little Cthulhu emotes? That's cute. Also, I forgot that emotes fall on my head when they're used in, when I'm doing the, or using the VTuber. Let's see. That's the head's fixed for the most part. Actually, let's decrease that frame, bring that frame back. Okay, jeez. Okay, so at the very least, the eye did it again. Yeah, that's on frame 1. Oh! Oh, okay, there was at least 2 votes. Alright, so showing the newest animation. I will do that once I fix this. Yeah. That's not what I wanted. Come on, program. Basically going to get my center line from this. Okay, so given where the center line is, that's actually not bad. Okay, so I'm gonna go back here, since that has been size increase. Move that back there. There we go. Okay, so Control S, and I need to pause some stuff. Going to pause. Going to find where that thing is. Oop. Then. Alright, there you are. Okay, so here is the animation. Yes, I know I'm in the way. Thankfully, where I am located will be fine. So here's the animation.
But I was busy thinking about boys, boys, boys. I was busy dreaming about boys, boys, boys. Head is spinning thinking about boys. Every city
I'm so proud of that last bit.
flying from LA all the way to Puerto Rico. My girls
And that is the animation. And the inspiration for that one is going to be in the video description that is going to be over on YouTube. But yes, it is done. I really love the last part. And as you can see by the moving background, it took a hot minute to make. I have also learned how to make patterns in Photoshop. Not bad. Speaking of, let's see if I can, actually, I'm going to demonstrate that real quick because I am quite pleased that I have learned this. The new layer, let's see, opacity, what was it? Wasn't that? I'm gonna hit OK, and I think it's fill. Dadgummit, I knew. Where was it? Is it layer? I'm gonna use my mouse so I can try and find it real quick. Let's see. Maybe it's image. Adjustment? No. Mode? No. Did I learn how to do this? Yes. Do I remember? Aha! Here we are. New fill layer. Pattern. Okay. Ha-ha! At the origin. Input layer. I made a pattern, and it actually doesn't look fucking terrible. There's nothing that is off kilter. It actually looks like a pattern. Ah, but yay. Also, we're about to get hit with another thing of ads in about 11 minutes. What I'm going to do, one, I'm going to undo all this. Two, I am going to take a small little break. Actually doing a lot better than I thought. I'm going to run ads, take a small little break, and rearrange some stuff on my desk. So, E or B? Yo, sorry that took so long. I believe I may have minor food poisoning. Whoops. So I made myself some stir fry earlier today. And I used some shrimp that I had in the freezer. And admittedly, the shrimp looked a tiny bit suspect, but I'm like, it should be fine. It is not fine. Someone remind me to throw that shit out. Which really sucks, because it's an entire bag of shrimp. But, given the fact that I am now sick, and I think, like I said, I think it's a minor case of, of food poisoning. Yeah, I probably shouldn't push my luck. And I can definitely confirm that this headache is due to a lack of food. I did eat, I just didn't eat enough. Ah, bless a bear. Absolute bless a bear. Dang. Gummit, I was supposed to check that. Anyway, how are you beautiful people doing today? I'm slowly losing my mind. What little of it I had is slowly drifting away. Yeah, 100%. This is hunger. This is legit hunger. Damn it. This sucks. What? What is it, kitty kitty? I have a very upset spaghetti amaretto. Yes, I hear you. Here you go. Here's all your sketchies. I know the husbando is not here. Your daddy is not here. The daddy is not here. Happy? Said as she flops over. I'll snooze that for 30 minutes because I probably should not consume. Should not consume from that. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. I need to use my hype emotes more often. Meow, meow. Goodness gracious! Cat wants attention. I mean, I totally get it. But, come on. Come on, kitty kitty. What frame am I on? Okay, that one. Okay, let's see. The head is good. The arms need to be much longer. Oh my word, they need to be so much longer. All right, so what I'm gonna do, since that's on a different layer, we are going to do that. And then proceed to do this, because that it'd be so much longer. Oh, gosh. The body should also be longer. God, those arms don't look right now. Okay, let's shorten that a tiny bit, because yeah, it's right about here. Let's shorten that a smidge. But, Control D. I'm actually gonna erase this one. Control D again. Gonna do this. Control C, Control V. Whoop. I'm gonna shorten it just a little bit. Husbando has returned. It is related to food. Because when I got up to dump out the stir fry I didn't eat, my gullet went, you dumb bonehead, food. So I ate a gummy. And my gullet went, ha! Also, I may have a minor case of food poisoning.
Why?
Shrimp.
Hey, why do you get to say that? Got it back.
Yeah. Alright, let's do Alti A V.
So just be aware of the Mexican pizza kind of got spilled a little bit because as soon as I got the bag, I pulled it over.
To check everything?
Yeah, and I took it out from the bottom.
Ah.
So
Fair.
I guess I kind of ended up sniffing around.
That's fair.
But it is not crushed.
That's a shocker. Matt has a fork. Yay! Oh, pardon me, I need to rearrange my thing, so I'm going to take a nice little pause. No pun intended. And Matt has tea.
Sure.
I need new bag.
Okay.
Stress. I have this tea called Stress Therapy. My mom actually got it for me because she's been using it and it's helped her. So she's like, hey, try this. And I mean, it's tasty. Again, no pun intended. Where's VLC? Ack. Ugh. Pardon me, gonna eat some food now. Yep, that's good. Oh, anyway. How are y'all? Nom 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 nom.
I might be blind. What does the box look like?
It's not in a box. It's should be loose. And you know where I had the mango peach at?
Okay.
Or not mango peach, but yeah. Then again, I don't know how many of them I have left, if I have any left. Jiminy Cricket, I have wolfed this down. I'm already halfway through the Mexican pizza. Which, I am very glad they brought this back. Nom 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 nom. Oh. Anyone that comes in is wondering why nothing seems to be going on. already ate all of it. And I've got 2 tacos, 2 crunchy shell tacos as well. I will say, I'm kind of... Please tell me that's not the refried. Okay, yeah, it's not the refried. We're good.
Okay, ask for black.
Yeah, I've got, so Taco Bell has, black beans. You can replace the meat with beans. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. But my sister Tea Leaf was like, yo, you gotta try this. Black beans instead of, like, the beef or chicken. And keep in mind, she loves chicken. Like, absolutely 100% loves chicken. So... She's like, yo, you gotta try the black beans. Specifically black beans. Not refried beans, not even squished mashed beans. The black beans. Not burrito. Black bean tacos. So I'm like, alright, I'll give it a shot. Oh my gosh, she was right. So good. Keeping in mind, I'm a big meat eater. I love my steak, shrimp, just about any meat. I pause nowadays at shark, but that's because I think I didn't have it properly made. Yes, I've eaten shark. Okay, no. The other one is octopus. I found out that I do not like octopus. At least I don't like it as sushi. Takoyaki is great. I do not like octopus as sushi. Found that out the hard way.
Mark.
Thank you.
Mark.
Thank you.
You know what's pork?
Yes.
Pork.
Thank you. Given how I am going at this like a ravenous wolf, yeah, I think I was hungry.
Right? I know it's cliche, but there's a reason that I always suggest when you're feeling upset or tired. Food, water, nap.
True. Ah! No, headphones, come back! Oh yeah, that reminds me, I gotta fix my headphones. Not because there's any, like... Oh, there's no electrical issue with my wired headset, at least not yet. One of the earmuffs has come off. The only thing keeping the earmuff on my head is the friction between the headset and the side of my head. I was just about to say the friction coefficient. Well, glad those memories are coming back. Taco Bell! Yo quiero Taco Bell! Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I put off taking my metformin just in case it caused me to faint. Which is possible because it helps control my blood sugar. Which, it wasn't today, I think it was yesterday. It was either yesterday or day before. I checked my blood sugar. I haven't done that in a while, which is bad on me. I'm supposed to check it 1 to 2 times a week. I haven't checked it in a month. My doctor's gonna kick my ass. Anyway. Burp-a-derp, merp-burp. I checked it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm having issues. What is my blood sugar? Fasting blood sugar was 111 that morning. And I'm like, okay, given what I've been eating, that's actually not bad. It's not great, but it could be a fucking hell of a lot worse. If I remember correctly, for my morning blood sugar, I need to be under 100. Is it 120 or 130? I think it's 130. So, uh-oh. Why do I see candy? Ah! That's why I see candy! Ah! Shadov, Gibble's on! Don, what is up? How you doing? I had a headache from hell, but I have finally figured out that it's from food. I did not eat much today. So the husbando went and got me some Taco Bell. I have already wolfed down the Mexican pizza and one taco. Hey, Jennifer Christ, what's up? How you doing? Thank you, by the way, for the prayers. It seems they were answered. I appreciate it. Look at this. Welcome back in again. But yeah, Dawn, what were you up to? Oh, shout out to Dawn. Oh my giddy aunt. Still trying to figure out everything going on with StreamerBot. Anyway, but, that aside, I'm currently nomming on food. True fear, what is true fear? In terms of video games, true fear for me is kinemorphophobia. Oh yeah, so, well, while I get that answer, everyone, welcome in, it's a point, ooh, uh-oh, I may need to play this then. Got another series to put on the list. But anyway, for those of you who don't know who I am, hi, how you doing? I am Interactable, and I am a sci-fi fantasy author, freelance artist, and animator, podcaster, variety Twitch streamer, game developer, among many other things. And today I'm a VTuber. Because I did not feel like having my actual face on camera today. With some jump scares. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh dear. Fluff it. I'll still play it. I'm not that. I keep forgetting. Hey, David, Gibbles. I'm actually surprised my model kept up with all that. Anyway, so between being absolutely and utterly exhausted, intriguing. Ooh. Okay, now that it has my full attention, I'm gonna go look that up on Steam right now. Also because I'm slightly procrastinating. Was it called True Fear? True Fear Trilogy. Ooh, it's only 26 bucks for the whole trilogy. Are they all point and click? Ooh. Casual, hidden object, horror. Yeah, looks like it's all point and click. $26.07. For the trilogy. That's not bad. Puzzles are hard though, but they have a they have a skip button? I use it a lot. Alright, you got me on the intriguing story, and since it's point and click, that's definitely up my alley. I'm gonna have to poke a hubby. I'm gonna have to poke a hubby for that that game. That looks cool. But, oh, there's the word. Alright. I'm gonna let these two, I may have used that a few times as well. And they have a hint button if you have no idea what to do. Felt that! I'm probably gonna use that quite a bit. But yeah, thank you for the raid, by the way. Also, for anyone that is, thank you, Zombie, for reminding me I need to say this. For anyone that needs to skadoodle to take care of things, by all means, you're more than welcome to. You do not have to stay, but I do appreciate if you do. But yeah, for those that got a skadoodle, may your food be filling, your sleep be restful, and may you have a great rest of your day. For those of you who are still here, hi! Thank you for being here. Actually, let's see, doing the food thing right now, so I gotta run. Alrighty. Well, be safe and be careful there, Dawn. Again, may your food be filling, may your sleep be restful, and may you have a great rest of your day. Pardon me, and my brain just goes skirt, skirt, freak. I have had a headache the majority of today. And again, I've been exhausted. I accidentally, and honestly, it was accidental, streamed for 7 hours and 17 minutes yesterday. I was playing Phasmophobia with Zombie Pandemic. Hooda lolly. And then talked a little bit more after stream with her. So yeah. Yeah, thank you for the raid. And thank you for the new game. Definitely gonna look more into it, 100%. Alright, so, for those of you wondering what the hell I'm doing, other than eating food right now, because, yeah, I made a mistake, and did not eat much today. And also may have a small case of food poisoning, because my sniff was bad. Didn't. Looked at it, went, I should be fine, and now I am paying for it. At least it wasn't the day we leave for MomoCon. I'll take that small victory. There we go. Alright, what layer am I on? Not that one. Alright, I'm gonna kick out of that layer. Where'd my pen go? Come back here, tablet! But, that said, I did finish this month's animation. The animation I'm working on right now is next month's animation. And since my birthday is next month, I'm being a tad bit self-indulgent. Technically I was self-indulgent this month, but, fluff it. I'm doing it again. I will say some good news is, the paperback version of my book, Yusuke Haven's Last Blade, is now uploaded to Amazon. Is it available for purchase yet? No, because I still gotta get the other versions of the book up. Which there will be an ebook version, a hardback version, and then whatever I can get my hands on Ingram Spark. Which should be a hardcover and another laminate cover. So yeah. I will be doing a Kickstarter. So yeah. Epic currently has True Fear. Oh wow. Epic Games? Wait, wasn't there a breach for Epic Games recently? I keep thinking there was like a data breach. Another reason why I don't use it, but Steam is perfectly fine. Speaking of, there was a little hubbub earlier with Steam. Not today, but sometime this week. Steam made an announcement, like, yo, someone tried. Yeah, someone tried to get in and they're like, no worries, they were stopped. Let's see. Here we go. And then... I will be redrawing all of this. So, right now I'm just getting posing and proportions done. And you know what? Let's do a new frame. No, let's get the proportions on first, before I do a new frame. Okay, new layer. New layer is what I need. But yeah, I saw, went into Steam News and saw about the, it was a leak. Let me, actually, you know what, let me pull up the Steam art, news thingy. View news from Steam. So, I believe it was... Okay, yeah. When it was most recent Wednesday, so 2 days ago. A note about the security of your Steam account. The recent leak being reported did not breach Steam systems. You may have seen reports of leaks of older text messages that had previously been sent to Steam customers. We've examined the leak sample and have determined this was not a breach of Steam systems. We're still digging into the source of the leak, which is compounded by the fact that SMM messages are unencrypted in transit and routed through multiple providers on the way to your phone. The leak consisted of older text messages that included one-time codes that were only valid for 15-minute time frames in the phone numbers they were sent to. Leaked data did not associate the phone numbers with a Steam account, password information, payment information, or other personal data. So yeah, basically, and then the next thing is you do not need to change your passwords or phone numbers as a result of this event. It is a good reminder to treat any account security messages that you have not explicitly requested as suspicious. Recommend regularly checking your Steam account security at any time at insert link. I also recommend setting up the Steam mobile authenticator if you haven't already, as it gives us the best way to send secure messages about your account and your account safety. Basically the way things are looking, it was probably some kind of scammer, or a bunch of scammers maybe got exposed during a leak. I could be totally wrong, but that's just me reading. Most of that was me reading verbatim from the article. You can check it out on Steam News, which is directly, I don't know where it is on the mobile app, but on the desktop app, it's the little megaphone. But yeah. It's a neat little thing to have, I will say. And on another note, although speaking of Steam, I've been looking into it, and I may be able to publish my book on Steam. The Bible's on there. So, I mean, technically. Technically, I could. Okay. Be safe and be careful, shut up. But yeah. So between Steam, Gumroad, I technically could. At the very least, I could upload the ebook. As would take. Hey. So that's a fun little fact for the day. I was actually really surprised to find the Bible was actually on Steam. Like, it's legit. You could look it up. And yes, I did buy it. Because essentially, it works as an audiobook a little bit. But I can actually control it, take notes, and there's actually a trivia section that quiz your knowledge on the Bible. But yeah, I just thought it was really interesting. And I've been needing to read more. And keeping in mind, I do have my Bible on my desk. I just ain't opened it. Because I'm constantly busy. But hey, having it on Steam and having it read out loud gets around that. Yeah, little facts, little facts. Alright, let's see. I think that needs... Is that narrower, or am I not doing it right? No, that's correct. Why is there a thigh gap? I wonder if it's because the legs of this, and I cannot believe I did that. Anyway. Let's decrease this again. And then, is it this one? Yes, this one. Basically, I need to get this frame completed before I go on to the others. Gesundheit. The body might actually be too long. Let's see. New layer. Let me check proportions real quick. Hmm. I think maybe... I think I need to make the body wider. Yep, make the body wider. Head, no body, yes. So... I think the leg should be fine, though. Actually, let's keep that there. And then... Bobble back in. And Mrs. Mitra's trying to get the right pose. Great, I'm going to make the arms vanish so that I can get this done. Yeah, I think it's just the torso's too long. That's the reason everything looks so off. Yep. There we go. Round around the mulberry bush. But anyway, how are the rest of y'all doing? I've mostly figured out everything that's broken. I've fixed almost everything. Main thing that I have not fixed, however, and let's shorten these legs up a little bit, is the USB card thing. Nope, that was not the right move. Basically the part that I need is, no longer carried by the people that I built my rig with. So, basically I've got to just find a replacement part somewhere. Hey, at the very least, I now know. And knowing is half the battle. There we go. Because I got peak eyes. There we go. That should fix a chunk of the problems. I hope. Definitely fix some of it. Alright, now for the head. I need to make that a tad bit more circular. I'll add all the special details, unique stuff, after I get the poses and the face down pat. Here we go. Doo-doo-doo-doo. May make the mouth bigger, not sure yet there. And then here is the ear. Given the tilt of the head, I think it should be almost entirely here. I'm going to have to be drawing this character a lot, so I will be getting plenty of practice for this particular animation. Because there's a lot of frames I gotta draw. Pardon me, am I no eat these? Yeah. Alright, and then one thing I need to check. What about here? That should be okay. Just hell no! Also, hi DJC. Fuck AI. The more I hear and see about AI, the more I'm like, I hate this. And it's not going away, unfortunately. Like, it's getting incorporated into a lot of jobs now. With that said, I'm also gonna eat the rest of this taco. Oh. How are you doing, DJC? Mm. Nom, 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 nom. Oh. Mm. Mm. It's just getting better. I know. I know, and I hate it. Like, if it had come in better than it had, I probably wouldn't mind it as much. My big issue with AI, specifically with art, tired as usual, felt that. Absolutely fucking felt that. But my big thing with the AI is how it was brought in. If it had been ethically done, as in it didn't steal people's shit, or it gave credit to whatever it used, I wouldn't be that mad. But considering all the scraping shit that's been going on, I'm pissed. And I mean, Jim Mathers has a very good point. He was talking about it as, I think it was as the Steve. He does have a very good point. He has several good points on AI and the fact that it's not going away. And you can learn how to use it. It can be a very powerful tool. Like, I totally get that. And, like, I can be behind that. Get to the point when artists won't matter to the movie. Oh, artists already don't matter to the movie, guys. They already don't. Ah! Really, Amaretto. But yeah, Disney has already been trying to use AI, for example. Hold on. Nomming on food. Yeah. And then video games. Quite a few of them are coming out with a buttload. An absolute buttload of games are coming out with AI assets. I can see using it as a tool now. Like, when it was first coming out, there was one group that actually ethically did their AI called Leonardo.ai. I actually decided, you know what, I'm gonna try this thing out. And they were very rigorous when they first introduced their stuff. So I kind of props to them. They were very, very careful and rigorous. You had to get whitelisted. Like they I don't know what kind of vetting process they did, but you had to be whitelisted in order to get in to use it. I managed to get in fairly early, and I'm like, okay, let's see what this thing can do. And everything that was there, anything that was generated was using assets that were native to the program. Like, the stuff, like, I did try it out. I have not used anything, like, I've not created, like, any art from that. There's nothing in my work. Programming is big on AI, actually using it to optimize code. My husband's work recently was teaching, like, he had a whole training thing for like 3 days on how to use AI for programming. It's like, yes, it gives it back a jumbled mess, but it's a starting point. You know, like, similar with art, I can see that as using AI as a starting point. Again, I just wish it wasn't introduced the way it was. And I hate the fact of how it's used for, like, the bigger people, so to speak. Or, not bigger people, the companies. There was a post I saw the other day. I saved it, I know I did. And speaking of AI, like AI art specifically, the post was something along the lines of, I didn't used to believe in a human soul, but AI art convinced me otherwise. Something along those lines. Like, that's kind of crazy. Yeah. But, again, like, I don't use it in my artwork. I don't. But it can... I think there was a couple of times, like, I've looked through stuff, and it actually gave me some really neat things. Specifically, I was looking for a way to design a crystalline raptor for, essentially an animation studio. I will admit this. Have I used anything from it? No. But I have a general idea what I want things to look like. Though ultimately, Halo Infinite, when they did their Needler season, essentially Needler, they ended up being like the ones that I'm going to reference, because that art was really, really cool. And exactly what I was looking for, hilariously enough. Really hope it wasn't generated by AI, but it's getting, I will say it's also getting harder to tell these days. But anywho, that's the fun of streaming the animation. You can prove you didn't use AI. Excuse me. Facts, where was I on this? I think I got most of the body? Hold on. Yeah, I got most of the body. Alright, let me fill that out real quick. Body definitely needs to be wider. Skate along. Gonna see how well it makes backgrounds. It actually makes backgrounds pretty well. Again, just using the Leonardo AI, specifically. It seemed to do that pretty well. You do have to be careful. It sucks with lighting. Like, very much sucks with lighting. But other than that, at the very least, it has some really neat ideas. Or again, it's a good branching off point. Easy. Alright, I think probably a little wider. Not that wide. Okay. That looks better at the very least. And it's about on par. And I just need to fix the foot. Yeah. It's admittedly the conversation around AI art also needs just a smidge more nuance. Like, there's plenty of give and take. Like, even my own opinions can be a bit contradictory at times. There's also the edge cases and stuff like that. I'm very mixed. I've also heard AI music. Terrifyingly enough, it is it's rapidly getting better. And that was another thing that came up. Anyone know what Jim uses for his AI music? It comes up with a nice composition. I can redraw it in my style. That is true. That is true. Like I said, it's a very good branching off point. Again, I don't use that in my art. I make practically everything from scratch. I mean, hell, you can see this right now. Alright, speaking of, I need to adjust these. I'm making sure it is the correct... Gosh, that is so stiff, but right now it's okay if it's stiff. I just need placement so that I can find myself an axis to work with. AI music, and it sounds good. I wish I knew what he's using. I think I may have seen a commercial on it. Like, admittedly, I was scrounging around his stuff to see if he had what program he used, but wasn't able to find anything. But the one AI music thing that I have seen is called Suno. I've dabbled around with it. Much like any of the other AI stuff, I've dabbled with it just to see, one, where it's at, two, how good and or bad it could be, or is. Suno's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Keeping in mind, this is coming from someone who is not an audiophile like Jim is, or John. Jimmy John Johnson. Bloody hell. You guys know what I'm talking about. Maybe I can poke Don, and Don can poke him. I need to do that on the next stream, which I think for John, it's Sunday is his next one. I think he still does Sunday, Wednesday, doesn't he? I think. But yeah. But I'm still not a fan of AI. Still not a fan of it. Overall, I am not a fan of it. But I think, in all honesty, and similar to a lot of other artists, I'm slowly coming around to the fact that it ain't going anywhere. And attempt to use it. Just be cautious. I will say, though, generating ideas. It can be used as a tool to generate ideas. Ah, my ear. And again, like I said, I've got a bunch of contradictory stuff on it. I think John is using the voice changer app. If he is, he may be singing the lyrics himself. That would make sense. There, I was about to say Dawn uses a voice changer every now and again, doesn't she? I think that's one of her redeems? Question mark? Alright, so let's do... Alright, so let's go in here, and I'm going to go ahead and add the eyelashes. Just so that this can fix. This one is high tech. Ooh. That makes sense. Yeah, if I remember correctly, John is very much an audiophile. Which, for anyone that's wondering what the hell I'm saying, basically that means he has a deep love for, oh, don't tell me. No. I didn't. I McFrickin' did, didn't I? Ah! I was on the wrong layer this entire time! No! Okay, how far was it? How far back was that? Ian. How far back? How far back? Was it just the eyes? Okay, it's just the eyes. Same one Dawn has. Where can it be found? Because hell, I could do that with voice acting. If I tune it right. Be a lot cheaper. But then again, that's kind of one of the things with the AI stuff is price. And then just ease of use, which is one of the defenses for that people will use with AI, is it makes things cheaper and easier to do for some folk. On the one hand, I get it. On the other hand, again, nuance. Just a lot of nuance with the whole thing. Okay. True, faster is another thing. The other problem is just having it done well. But, as I stated before, AI is getting faster and better. Or it's getting better faster, allow me to rephrase. Part of my Yoda speech, jeez. Alright, so I think all proportions are now correct. For the most part. No, the neck is further forward. That might be another thing that's causing issues. But I'll be keeping, needless to say, I'll be keeping my eye on things just to, again, just see where it's going. I guess the best way to describe it is I wish it had been done with a kinder lens, if that makes sense. Rather than being like, haha, I can take your art style. I wish it had been done hand in hand with artists instead of what feels like in spite of. On an unrelated note, I'm gonna go in here and where is it? Not that, not that. Ah, here it is. I am actually gonna grab this right here. Not the rectangle. The thing behind it. I need to finish this ref, admittedly. Oh. Chimney cricket. Yeah. Let's bump it down to this size real quick. Basically gonna use this to help me with things here. Okay. So I think the head is wider than I was making it. Whoops. Do that. Okay, yeah, the head shape was not correct. That's another thing. Alright, so. But for now, let's make ourselves some groups. Call this one frame 1. Enter. And then go ahead and make frame 2. So we will fix frame 1. Don't need this. This will go down here. That's reference. Which is this? That's arm. Arm L for left. Arm R for right. There's the ratio. There we go. All that. Ratio is probably not the right word, but that's what I'm going with right now. Bowdy. And then we will duplicate all this. Put it in for frame 2. Name that group. Jimmy Cricket. With that, I have finished my coffee. Alright, hold on, I got it. Oh, that hurt. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were very much made. Oh, God. Ay, 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 yow. How are you guys doing? Oh, that hurt. That hurt so very much. Breathe. Okay, gotta delete that. Control S. Oh, yeah, no, that reminds me. I gotta make that, I gotta test that thing out. Hold on. Reckoning. Save file. Oh, shit, it worked. Now let's see if I can remember to put it on Photoshop for it to do the thing. Anyway, StreamerBot has... I can voice control a good chunk of my... Or trying to voice control. I can voice control some of my stuff. Some of the stuff you guys won't ever hear. But... because of when I have to say it. Because it's mostly a starting thing. But some of it you can hear. I just have to remember how long I gotta stop talking for it to work. Alright, go. Reckoning. Save file. Okay, come in. look like it worked this time. Oh well. I guess I wasn't quiet enough, or quiet long enough. Recognize, save file. I thought I was quiet long enough. Sadness. Oh well. It's saved. Yeah. It's saved on Streamer, but I need to figure out where I'm messing up. I wonder if it's because of my keys. If it's registering those sounds. And since it's registering those, it's like, okay, I have missed the gate, so to speak. Recognize, save file. Let's see if it works this time. Nope. Well, I'll figure it out eventually. Till then, good old-fashioned Control S. Alright, so for the next one, frame 2, hide this, move all of that in here. Laying on top of Cameron over there on the side, probably, question mark, where's Stitch? No, that is, Ryonics. It was a sushi. Oh, bless a bear. Probably using one app for vocals and another for the music. Automate for vocals sounds really good. Okay. I will say the Sylbie's one, I need to do that Sylbie sewing stream. I need to make time to cut all the things out, and I'll, instead of cutting the fabric and sewing it on stream, I'm just going to cut the fabric beforehand and then sew it on stream. I also got to get a camera set up for desk work again. Because I know I've been putting that particular stream off for a long time at this point. Because it just needs to get done. But I need to go through the Sylbies again and remove those that no longer fit, so to speak. Another... I feel like we just had an ad break. Bless a bear! Oh, I've been going for 3 hours. Wow, I didn't even think I'd make it past 2. And again, that was the food thing. I'll go ahead and push ads just so we can go ahead and get the little fuckers out of the way. But Automate, I'm actually gonna look that up. Limited vocals. Oh god, why isn't there a dark version? Try for free. Ooh. Jeez. Jiminy Cricket. Yeah, it's free. $9 a month, 19 a month, or 37 a month if you do yearly. At least I have a version, a free version. So you can actually try it out. 9, gotta go. Alright, be safe and be careful there, DJC. Let's see. Is this one? Yeah, it was this one. So we're gonna lower the opacity for that. We're gonna keep the body the same. I'll worry about arm movements first and then go from there. Actually, I might make that a smidge shorter for foreshortening reasons. Do you need it? I hold your biscuits there, Shadav. I don't need a new camera. I just need to set up the camera that I have for making food. The last time I did a cooking stream. I just need to get that set up. Unfortunately, due to my USB port issue, I know you and Zograd think alike. And now that I think about it, Krolness too, and sometimes Mr. Mace, if he feels like it. And now that I think about it, Icarus throws bits at my face. And makes me derp that way. Bless all of y'all's souls, by the way. But basically, I just need to fix my USB port issue. Something just dawned on me. I'll have to try it out later. Well, here's the problem. I have 2 USB extenders at this point. The problem is USB ports in my physical computer. Because 2 of the USB ports have gone bad. And the part I need to replace in the computer, the people I bought it from originally no longer sell that part. So I got to figure out how I'm going to fix this thing. Yay. So yeah. Though, speaking of USB extender, like I said, I've got 2 of them. I bought the second one as a Band-Aid solution and turned out, it's the USB port itself that's the issue. Anyway, I think, actually, you know what? I could probably try that out tomorrow before stream. Maybe, if I remember. Someone in the whoever's in the Discord that's also in chat, could you send me a message, whether it's DMs or through my Twitch server itself? Could you remind me to, plug in the extender and see if I can use the 2 good USB ports and potentially fix my problem? Please someone remind me to do that. Because I know I ain't gonna remember. Not on my own. I hate the fact. Motherfucker. I meant in the Discord, you dingus, not now! You motherfucker. Send in there. Okay, thank you. You absolute dork among us. Okay. Let me bring back frame 1 real quick. that, for the most part, looks like it's gonna work. And then I'll do the head tilt and hip tilt later. But, yeah. Ick, my nose! Lech!
Right. Did you eat that crunch wrap?
No.
Okay, can you throw it in the fridge?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll do the head tilt and the hip tilt later. That's frame 2. Frame 3. Yeah. Ah, bless. I will say, but if you're looking for stuff to send me, I have an entire Amazon. Well, I got all that stuff on Throne, now that I think about it. I was yesterday. Zombie Pandemic was an absolute sweet peach yesterday. Although I probably won't raid her today. I'll be raiding someone else. Mainly because I spent 7+ hours with her yesterday. Ugh. Ugh. I might pop into her stream though. I might do that. Cause yeah, I was not ready for a 7-hour stream yesterday. I was feeling it. Ugh. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna copy these and move them in here. And then this is that frame. I'm gonna reduce the opacity for it. And then enter. Speaking of, can someone give me exclamation mark uptime? I'm starting to feel exhaustion again. And I finally ate food. I had a whole Mexican pizza and 2 Jiminy. Am I gonna make it to a 4th hour? Is the question. Will I make it to a 4th hour without falling asleep? I don't believe the answer is going to be a yes to that. So, once I've finished getting the positions done on this frame, any suggestions on who we should raid? If not, I will pick someone at random from my list because I am tired. But hey, and also for those that were paying attention, well, maybe not paying attention, I've got good news on the book. The paperback is now uploaded. I need to order copies, but yay. Boo. Huh?
Thank you, Agent K. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, look right here.
Well, fuck. What the hell?
You, finally awake.
What? I'm sorry. That was a choice? I haven't seen that one before. Dang it, Will Smith, why? I don't feel like getting isekai today. Yeah, hope I will. I have said this before, but I originally plan on getting originally plan on doing a cover reveal after MomoCon, but depending on how much I can get done on the Kickstarter this weekend will determine whether or not I scoot back the start date for said Kickstarter. Speaking of, exclamation mark Kickstarter if you want to go see the profile where things are going to be at. Since I haven't finished it, you can't pre-save the campaign. Squeak, squeak, squeak. But yeah. I really want to do the full 60 days, but... Thank you, Grekenite. And thank you, Shadab. Basically, that link will change once the project is approved by the Kickstarter team. So, yeah. Basically, the Kickstarter is the whole purpose of it, and I'm being 100% transparent with this. The whole purpose, at least of the first, like, couple of stretch goals, is to recoup all of the costs that I have spent on this project. Or on this first book. And once those costs are recouped, I want the Kickstarter essentially to fund the audiobook. At least that's what I would like. Will we get there? Who the fuck knows? Maybe. Maybe. Fingers crossed. But speaking of Miss Miracle Worker, aka Shadab, I need to talk to you about marketing and advertising. I didn't do it. But yeah, I need to talk to you about getting the word out about the book. And we'll talk rates, R-A-T-E-S. But mostly once I keep forgetting the emotes fall on my head. Give me some info and things. Yeah. I need to put together what's called a street team, and I very much want you to be on it. Thing is, I don't know anyone else that's really good with marketing. Yo. Yeah. With that said, I'm ready to pass out already, dadgummit. So, again, with that said, any suggestions on who we should raid? If not, I'll pick someone at random from my list. Boop. I don't think Marshmallow's on. I know it's Marshmahara, but Marshmallow. I was given permission. Okay. Marshmallow is in fact on. And since yesterday the raid was guided, but Marshmallow ended up reading me instead, we'll go raid Marshmallow. I don't believe they're done for the day. Oh, that's right. Marshmallow's raising money for St. Jude's. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go raid them. I'm halfway. Well, I'll bug Lampy. So, raid message is just a bunch of Ripley hypes. That's all you have to do to get that emote is follow me. Dadgummit. Boink. But yeah, got a bunch of Ripley hypes when we hobble over there. So, and we'll go ahead and hobble over there. One, because I am tired. I am admittedly very tired. And two, so that I can get some work done on my book. Because I need to upload the hardcover, and I need to upload the ebook and make sure they're okay. So, with all that said, y'all, please be safe, be careful, make good decisions, as best you can anyway. And I will see you guys tomorrow for a repo stream. I need to go bug Corgi about that. That's it. Good night, everybody. And thank you all for your support. I greatly appreciate it. Now let's go raid a marshmallow. And thank you again, Dawn, for the raid. Thank you, raiders, for sticking around. I appreciate it. Good night.